You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Charles.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games.
Yes. Hi, everyone. It is the Tammy duo once again.
We're back.
Yeah, we are.
And we are talking Lori Holt and Kim Diehl and scraps and fabric and organization.
All things near and dear to my heart, especially the organization.
Oh, I feel so inadequate.
All right. Now let's start.
Okay. Well, today's feature centers around two of our most recent favorite books. They were released this year, and we have just taken off with them. And we wanted to get you to think a little outside the box when you look at them. Scrappiness is Happiness. Lori Holt. You know Lori Holt, bright, cheery, fun prints. All her lines, kind of mix and match and go together. There are so many awesome quilts in that book.
I think there's over 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been playing around with actually bringing them into EQ and our new design software program, Design and Quilt, and mixing them up and doing them with Kim Diehl fabrics.
Yeah.
And
it's really cool.
And like just some of the basics are canvas or batiks and Kim Diehl, I already said, Kansas Troubles, and they look so amazing, not just done in Lori Holt fabrics.
It's a real, visually it's hard. It's hard to look at something and think, going totally to the other side. But I think if you can do it and try and visualize, it's amazing. Yeah. It really is. But conversely, so Double Dipped, which is the new Kim Diehl book. I love it. I've played around with a few things. And then when we started talking about, okay, let's do it in reverse.
In Lori Holt.
Let's see what it's going to look like. And I've got to tell you, it's pretty cool. Yeah. You wouldn't have thought, but it looks really good.
You got to think outside the box because, you think, oh, I'm not a Kim Diehl fan. I don't like the muted colors or whatever. It doesn't have to be in Kim Diehl. You can look at those patterns and go, oh, that would look awesome in Lori Holt.
Exactly.
Or batiks or whatever.
Yeah. And really and truly often we've looked at books and we both will think, oh, wait a minute. Think about this line. Think about what we can do. And it's so good to broaden your horizons. Yeah. And really look at these things. Because there's fabric you might not originally have thought you'd even like.
The quilt doesn't always have to be done exactly the way the pattern looks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And if you need help making fabrics go together, we have a bunch of bundles that we have curated for Reindeer games. There's not a ton of time to go through all of them now, but you can go on the website and follow the link from the email today, and you'll see all the ones that we have available. We've tried to choose from lines of fabric that mix and match very well with previous and future lines. Kim Diehl, all of her lines go together pretty well with rare exceptions, but same with Lori Holt.
Lori Holt does.
Batiks are pretty timeless too. Kansas Troubles. And then we've got some basics thrown in there. Some white on whites for backgrounds.
Which, don't forget about backgrounds, guys. That's one thing that is really, really important. How many times you pick up a book and think, oh, I have a fat quarter bundle that I picked up of this. That's going to be perfect.
Oh, there's no neutrals in that.
Uh-oh. So keep that in your mind, in the back of your mind when you are looking at some of these. Getting a bundle of neutrals is a great addition to your stash.
Yeah, yeah. And mixing and matching those neutrals.
Oh, yeah.
Pumps up the interest a little bit as well, as opposed to using the same background throughout the whole quilt.
Yeah, it does. There's no question.
Yep.
Yeah. These two books, fabulous.
Yeah.
I love them both.
Yeah.
And yeah.
They should be a staple in your quilting book library.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay.
So what else do we have?
We have some, these are really neat. These are
super cute.
Yeah. Mini magnetic pin cups.
So they come in 2 sizes. They come out, these are one of the few magnetic pin holders that I've actually seen that state that they keep the pins head side
upright.
up.
Yes, yeah.
Because how many times have you dipped your hand into your magnetic pin dish and gotten stabbed because you've got a bunch of them that are upside down? Now, I'm not going to say that's not impossible with these, because I did try it. And if you do just kind of throw them in, they will go upside down. But for the most part, if you're just throwing them back in a couple at a time, they will go in
nice. Yeah.
So it slides down inside itself to make a cup for long enough for your pins to go in. And then when you have it sitting on the table, it makes it shorter so the heads of your pins are sticking out and you can grab them
easy. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really, really neat.
Mm-hmm. I love them. They're
cute. They're really cute.
So they come in 3 different colors,
purple,
small and large.
Yeah. We've got this pretty kind of a bluey turquoise, pink, and purple.
Yep.
Perfect. Great. Okay.
Seam roller. I know you use that a lot.
I do.
I haven't. I've been meaning to pick one up. I haven't yet.
So I like it. One of the things I find, I don't always want to heat press my seams right away. I also I use it just quickly at my machine. As long as you're on a hard surface, it works beautifully, and it really does flatten them.
Yeah.
The other thing I use mine for a lot is my applique.
Really?
When I use the Pellin 30 and I've flipped my piece and I've got it all nicely, used my point turner, I just gently go over that and it flattens it enough because I don't want to smush it.
Yeah.
That works beautifully for it.
Well, that obviously
wants to be seen. We have this beautiful Omnigrid ruler rack, which actually is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. If somebody actually came in asking if we carried these, and when I looked them up, I was like, oh, we should be carrying these because they're pretty awesome.
Yeah. So they sit, straight, flat on your table.
Yep.
And then you can just layer up with all these nice little grooves that are in here.
There are grooves in the wood. The wood is nicely finished.
Yeah, it is. It does have a nice finish. And there's little, as you could hear when I dropped it, there's little rubber knobs on the back so it won't scratch your table.
Yeah.
Which is important.
And great price point for something like this too. I can't remember exactly how much it is, but it's a really good price. There are lots of other ones out there that are 2-3 times as much.
Yeah.
And this one is really great. And
it's long too.
Yes.
That's the other thing. Some of us that have some of the rulers that are, the 10-inch square or an 8-inch square or anything like that, it's nice to have this length to be able to keep them.
So you can actually put a couple of rulers in along the same groove.
Yeah.
When you have shorter ones.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's certainly something that you can use a lot of. Good.
So because we're talking a little Lori Holt today, we thought we'd feature the new Olfa Splash quick change blade rotary cutter that has been branded with Lori Holt's name. It's the Lori Holt Riley Blake Be in My Bobbin team effort from Olfa with the special signature red color. It works just like the other splash rotary cutters do with the quick change blade, 45 millimeter.
Yep.
And left and right options, I believe.
Yes.
Because it's universal. Yeah. So that's good for all you lefties as well. And it's pretty. Olfa quality.
Yeah. It goes very well with the red bag that we have here and the gray one.
So Lori Holt has also released with a team effort with It's So Emma her mesh storage bags, mesh project bags. They're going to come in various colors. We will have some other colors available on the website as well. So
it's like a turquoisey blue, bluey green.
Yeah, I can't remember all the colors there were, but there were a few different ones. So the ones that we can actually get at the moment we'll have available, and those are great for storing your in progress projects in, or your tools, or anything like that if you're going to retreat or a friend's place or whatever
and
for sewing.
I'd like to sort of just point out though, with these ones, what I liked about them is they actually have a flat bottom.
Oh, okay.
So when you're opening it, of course now I can't open it, but I'll do it this way. So it's actually a good size.
Yes.
Right? And once you do get a few things in it and you've used it a little bit, I do have one. I know you're not shocked.
I have the 3-piece one that we had a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And they're the same.
They're the same.
Yeah.
But what I like is that you can put a fair amount of stuff in here.
Yes.
I use mine for knitting, crocheting, applique, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So they're good.
Unlike a vinyl bag, your fabric can still breathe in it. It doesn't, get all weird and musty or anything like that.
Yeah. Project bag, seeing as we're already there.
Yep. So we'll have all our in-stock project bags on for a special price as well. We have an assortment of single bag kits and triple bag kits that will make a small, medium, and large. So they contain all the stuff that you need in there, the vinyl, the zippers, the charm squares. All you need to add is maybe some batting or some SF101, depending on how you like your bag to feel.
Yeah, some people want it a little more durable or sturdier is the word I should use. But I think it's it's whatever you have on hand.
Yeah, so snap up what we have left of those. I mean, we'll be making more in the future, but these are ones that we just have still laying around.
Yeah. And there's also a link to my video on those.
Yes, video tutorial.
Yeah. On how to do them, how to work with the vinyl.
Yes.
Just a couple of really good little tips in there because it can be a bit tricky at
Where
first.
the seam roller comes in handy.
Oh, yes, I do use it in that. That's right. Yeah. Oh, excellent. Good.
We also have the seam guides, and I know you use those.
I do. I use this on my featherweight a lot. Love these. Love that they already have the hole cut now.
Yes. If you have one from a few years ago, you had to cut out the hole yourself.
Yeah.
And it can get a little jagged and scratchy if you weren't very good at cutting it out.
Yeah.
The hole is already cut for you now.
And they're great. Because you do have, you've got your center line, you've got the 1/4 inch. It does extend sometimes with some people that have a short bed. It will extend off of that so that when you have pieces you're trying to feed through, it's great. Yeah, a very handy item. And they come in some cute colors.
I think we're going to have denim, jade, and red available.
Nice. Very good.
So,
and then conversely we have the...
Yeah, I like the diagonal seam tape. Yep, I love it. I use it all the time. Stops me from having to draw that diagonal line and all those squares that you're doing.
Yes. Those half-square triangles that take you forever to draw the lines.
Yes.
Yeah, this is great. What I like about this one, I got this a while back.
Yeah. I think when it first came
came out, I think I was like, oh yeah, we need that. But it stays on, but the minute I start to see it maybe get, if I've used flannel,
Yes.
it might get a little fuzzy, and
Yeah.
it comes off beautifully, and you're not using a ton. This is going to last me a long time, this roll.
I still have my first roll.
Yeah, oh, I do
all the
too.
time.
So definitely something to think about if you find yourself not wanting to draw a lot of those lines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the bobbin box. Yep.
Yeah.
If you are digging through bags with half-filled bobbins and thread everywhere, you need one of these. This is the Hemline Gold bobbin box, and it just has a nice clear lid so you can see what you've got inside it. Nice sponge to hold your bobbins securely, and I want to say it holds 28 plastic or metal bobbins. So bobbins from pretty much any machine should fit in there, with the exception of maybe if you're trying to fit like an M style long arm bobbin in there or something like that, then the lid might not close. I'm not sure.
This would be a really good item to take to a retreat, or you know, if you feel you need to be changing, if you're piecing, you know, lights and darks, and you want to be able to change your bobbins, because they can tend to get, you know, lost, roll away in the bottom of your bag and whatnot. That's a great idea.
The Quilters Select pre-wound bobbins.
Oh yes,
I keep my set in here, the colors that I use most of the time, and then I don't have to worry about, you know, trying to get that lid back on the container the Quilter Select.
Yes, because it is a little tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the last thing we have is calico. Calico is
pretty exciting.
So if you are a Lori Holt fan, even if you're not a Lori Holt fan, I mean, you're gonna like this.
Yeah, there's really something about this one.
She has a new So Long coming, and it is due in December. So it will likely be available for pickup or shipping right after our Christmas break. So we have that kit available for pre-order.
The calico kit.
Yes. Along with the shapes.
Yeah.
Any of the pre-cuts and stuff like that will be available probably immediately after we have the kits taken care of. But if you want to
But we will do some pre-cuts then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And bundles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. Yep, that's something people like to know.
Yeah, we always have bundles ready. We just like to get our orders in for the kits first, so we know how many we need to cut, and then we know how many bundles we can do too.
Yep. And so keep that in mind when you are looking, because we've got some great of the bundles of the background of Lori Holt.
I mean, that will come.
It will come with it as well. But I mean, if you decide all you want to do is buy a bundle of calico, and now you've already got something that you got on sale, I think it's something to think about.
Yep.
Yeah. And who doesn't love it?
Her sew-alongs are amazing.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for a pattern. Normally, a pattern like that would be a crazy amount of
very
money.
expensive.
If you look at some of the Block of the Month patterns. She releases her tutorial on her blog every Monday.
Yep.
So you get a new block or a new part of the quilt to do every week.
Yeah, and she just has such a kind of a smooth, easy way. There's no pressure. There's, you know, she just likes to talk about it. It's lovely. They're wonderful to watch. Yeah.
And her applique is super easy.
Yeah.
Use the interfacing, flip and sew. You can do it by machine. You can do it by hand. If you really wanted to do it, you could. I'm gonna swear now. You could do it raw edge.
Oh no.
Tammy didn't hear that.
No. We don't do that. But
it's totally up to you how you'd like to do it. But her sew-alongs are fantastic.
Yeah. You definitely get a lot out of them. I feel. Yeah, you really do.
And you always have leftover fabric to do more projects afterwards. Out of scrappiness or double dipped.
One thing I want to actually mention something else about this book, because I have read it cover to cover a couple of times. She goes into such depth about her organization of her scraps. It's very near and dear to me. I have a little bit of a girl crush on
just
her.
throwing them in a Rubbermaid bin isn't good
No, no.
why
The
not?
way that she labels and organizes, it's amazing. She will give you some tips that I'm certain you've probably never thought of. It is just something, it's not just a book. It's not just a quilt book. There's a lot to it. And I just really wanted to make sure that my organizational piece got in there because it's really important.
Stop bullying people, Tammy.
It is. It's a great way to keep all of your things, and she has some ideas that are phenomenal.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So just another little tidbit about this book.
Oh, and the book stand.
Oh my God, the book stand.
We have the book stand.
Look at this. This is adorable.
So Lori Holt occasionally comes out with a new color of what she calls her bee's knees book
Yes,
stand.
which is just the cutest.
They are a wonderful size. They're metal. They're such nice quality. They are perfect for in your sewing room to put your books on. I use it with my iPad all the time so I can watch videos while I'm sewing. I just have it set up behind my machine. If you're doing cross stitch, the line keepers stick to it.
Yeah, some of
all
her
kinds of
very
stuff.
large needle minders that she has. If you have a pattern,
Yeah.
you know, you can use the large needle minder.
Yep.
Stick it right to it. Doesn't go anywhere.
Yep.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Amazing. These are great. Yeah.
So
Yellow
if
is the year for this year.
If you love yellow, you'll want to get one of these
Yeah.
because once the yellow is gone, they're gone. She'll come
Yeah.
out with a different color
Yeah.
for her next release, and then another color and another color.
Yeah. We got pink, didn't we?
I have pink. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's
and
why
I got yellow for my mother-in-law
Well,
because
now
she
that's-
loves yellow.
Yeah. Well, I hope she isn't watching. She's going to know what her present
Oh
is.
no! She got it for Mother's Day.
Oh, okay. Phew. I'm worried.
Yep, she already got it a while ago.
Okay. Well, I hope she's enjoying it. There you go.
So that is it now.
That's it. Yeah. Goodness.
So we'll see you again.
Thanks, everybody. Bye now.
Bye.